Hey there, I'm Liz Thorpe. My goal is to show you how to take a hunk of cheese and turn it into 1 ounce portion, the size you want to put together a cheese plate. After 15 years of working in the cheese business, I've gotten 10,000 of the same question from clients and cheese lovers, which is, sorry guys, how to cut the cheese. There is a right way and a wrong way. First, make sure everyone winds up with some cheese and some rind, not a lot of one or the other. Second, you spend a lot of money on cheese, you want to keep the piece looking nice. When it comes to cutting, forget about what cheeses taste similar to one another. What you want to pay attention to are size and shape. I'm going to take you through some of the most basic cuts that can be used to break down every piece of cheese in the case. All right, here we go. The chunker is what I use for the hardest, driest, most aged cheeses, and I figured there's no better example of that than Parmigiano Reggiano, which is the Italian classic, aged at least 2 years. Parm comes in really big wheels, 80 pounds, and I'm gonna break that down into a better working piece, because obviously nobody's dealing with this on a regular basis. So, turn it on its side, I'm just gonna cut through the rind. You can use a big knife and just kind of rock it through. And what's nice about Parm is that eventually if you cut down deep enough, it sort of breaks on its own. You get a nice, rustic piece of cheese. If you're having a really big party, you might have something like this, but probably you're gonna break it down even further. So, I'm just gonna cut a really big pie piece. And that's more like something I would actually expect to see somebody buy out of a cheese store or for a restaurant to put on a cart. The reason I call this cut the chunker is because I use it on cheeses that I'm unable to get a nice cut on. Any of these types of things work well. This is the most like the traditional Italian Parm coltello. And in order to do the chunk, you just chunk it. But what I like about these cheeses, part of their character is that they're dry, they're flaky, they're hard. Aged Goudas, Parmigiano Reggiano, there's a cannonball of Mimolette. They're not going to give you a nice piece, and don't try. What's kind of cool is to give people this on their cheese plate instead. It's meant to be picked up and eaten. It's the potato chip of cheeses, if you will. So, don't fight it.